everybody. So today we're going to have the next tasting of my small batch Rye IPA batch 3. Now I did do a brew day for this just to let you know what was in, what grains are used and what hops are used. This is the first time in this recipe that the grain bill actually changed. So small batch 1.25 gallons going into the carboy or fermenter. 2 pounds, 1 ounce of pale malt or 2-row. I did use 2-row. 5.5 ounces of white wheat, 5.5 ounces of rye malt, 3.7 ounces of flaked rye, 1 hour boil, 0.28 ounces of Centennial at 60, 0.28 ounces of Centennial and Chinook at 5 minutes. For the dry hopping 3 days into fermentation, 0.24 ounces of Centennial, 0.12 ounces of Chinook and Citra. This one was bottled on 4/20, so just under 3 months old, 8.2%. I put out batch 1 and batch 2 reviews, and I set it in batch 2, and that ended up being a regular IPA. This is, I would consider, a double IPA at 8.2. I start my double IPAs at 7.5%. So let's go ahead and get this open. 22 ounce bottle, 7 carbonation, small carbonation tablets were used. Good hiss, good smoke in there. Go ahead and get it into this glass. I've been waiting for this. I made, usually on the weekends, when it's not nice out, I will just brew like 2 batches Saturday, 1 batch Sunday. Usually during the week I won't brew, but lately it's been nice out, so I just brew a 5-gallon batch outside, split it into 5. And sometimes, you know, that's good, sometimes it's bad. If I want to make just a single, which is, I usually start with 2 gallons of water, I can't do that in the Anvil Foundry. So it just depends on what I'm doing and when I do it as to if I'm making batch by batch or if I'm going to make a 5-gallon batch and split it. Because I was thinking on this one that I would actually do a 5-gallon batch and then just dry hop with different ones. But when I started making these, it was nice, and then I think it snowed, and then it rained. So I had to make each batch separate because I wanted to try and hit the same ABV on all of them so we could kind of have a baseline. But hey, plans change all the time in homebrewing, so I have to go with it. No head on this one. What bubbles I do have are white color, very hazy golden yellow in color. I can see some bubbles coming up from the hiss and this amount of smoke. That's not very many bubbles. Let's go ahead and smell, see what we get. I get a weedy citrus. I was going to say orange citrus. Yeah, like a nice weedy citrus. I don't smell any spice. A touch of sweetness in there. That's weird that that wheat would really like overpowered it. It's like it smells like a citrus wheat. Let's go ahead and taste. I get the wheat more than anything, which is weird at 5.5 ounces. I get the wheat, I get the citrus. I wouldn't say there's any fruitiness, but there's a little bit of spice in the back, no bitterness. It goes down, it's gone. Weird. Thicker body, medium body. I'm guessing that's nothing from the wheat. The wheat's really not adding anything to the body. I could be wrong, but on beer number 2, that doesn't have wheat, and I think these are about the same. Carbonation on this one is lower. That, see, I just said that I don't think the wheat has anything to do with the body, but maybe the body's a little bit thicker right now because the carbonation can't get through it, or there's not enough. So it's thicker than it actually is if it was carved correctly. Like if you made a 5-gallon batch and put it in a keg, it would probably have a little lighter body, because I believe carbonation is going to lighten up the body some, and because this carbonation is very low, it's coming off as a thicker beer. And I'm not sure why they're not carved. If 2 is, I'm not sure why this one isn't. Beersmith has 76.7 IBUs for this. Doesn't drink like that. Could be because of low carbonation in here. Again, almost like beer number 1. I'm doing these all in the same day. I would say 30-35 IBUs. I get more spice than bitterness in here. No, I'm sorry, beer 2. Beer 1 had a lot more bitterness in it. What I remember about the first review of this, it was more fruity. And this is less than 3 months old. I'm really not getting that Citra. I'm getting more wheat. Yeah, it's okay. It's nothing I would make again. I guess I can't say it. I was going to say, I don't think that wheat and that spice play well together, but I think it's the carbonation level. With it being so low, it's just like blah. And so I'm not really into it. Tastes fine. But yeah, I get that wheat is really coming through in this beer, which is really surprising. I will be doing a side-by-side. Maybe we can pick out what the caramel is doing, because that's what a lot of the other batches are using, to see maybe it's bringing more sweetness. I think the SRM on that is 35, and white wheat malt is 2.4 per Beersmith. So maybe it's adding some sweetness. And probably some toastiness, actually. But, yeah, this is okay. Am I tasting the Citra right now? No. But that could change. It could come back. It could stay away. But this one could really use some more carbonation. So, yeah, you live and you learn. One that I would not brew again. So if you're enjoying this video, check some more out over here. And until next time, happy brewing.